Yeah, obviously nobody in the chat yet, but this live video will be getting put back onto YouTube, so it can be rewatched. As I'm trying to say, hey guys, what's up? Um, Fragrance Matt. Um, this isn't exactly this isn't a very meaningful live stream as far as I'm concerned. It's really just a test to see if it'll work signal wise. I'm in my garage. It's where I'm doing a lot of my reviews now. I mean, I'll be doing some reviews outside, but the signal is a little bit off. So it's just a test to see if live streams will actually work. Hey, Rich, what's up, buddy? I really appreciate you joining the live stream. You always do, man. Good to see you. So yeah, like I said, it's not really a scheduled live stream, hence why it's just come on. There was no heads up or anything like that, so like I said, it's just to test the signal. So yeah, man, I'm doing really good, thanks. I'm doing better than I was before, that's for certain. Yeah, man, all is good. I'm in my new house now, so I'm couldn't be happier. Basically, I couldn't be happier to get out of my uh, hometown. In all fairness, because it wasn't necessarily a place that I held a lot of good memories for me. So yeah, it's good to have a new fresh start. Same goes to you, Rich, and to anybody else who's watching right now. So yeah, I mean, whilst I'm here, actually, I'll keep this live stream for about 20 minutes or so. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to show you guys a few new fragrances, which you might think, oh, here we go. He's looking at those fragrances now. But in all honesty, I do still like them. I do like these fragrances that I'm about to show you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this live stream whilst you're here. Yeah, man, I'm still in the northeast. I'm now living in Northumberland, so it's just a beautiful county in general. So I'm glad to be out of Durham, that's for sure. John Matthew, what's up, man? Hey, Matt, do you still wear Revlon French line? Yeah, I do actually. However, it's in this bag filled with all of my other miniatures. I need to put them on display really, but I haven't had time to do it. But yeah, I do still wear French line. It's just an absolute exquisite fragrance. Oh, look at that. Look what's at the top. A little a little obsession. Yeah, French line is a stunning scent, man. I would love to have a bigger bottle of it, but again, it's just one of those discontinued fragrances, those retro fragrances from the 80s, which is hard to come by and will forever remain just one of those beautiful fragrances that I know I'll never own, but it's nice to know I can go and smell it whenever I want because of miniatures like this. I mean, this is Balenciaga Pour Homme, but it's not French line, obviously. I'm trying to find my little bottle of French line. It's in the bag somewhere, but yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to tap my screen to get the comments up. What the hell's the matter? Okay, Tony Easy. Hey Matt, good to see you again. Hi Tony, what's up, man? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do you know what, right? I'll be honest, guys. Even I'm sick of myself for leaving YouTube, coming back, and leaving, coming back, leaving. Trust me, nobody wants that, especially you guys. I get that. But like, it got to a point where I knew I wasn't doing anybody any favors, even myself. So this time is legit. I couldn't feel any more happier to be back doing this. I think just moving away, moving in a new house, just really made the difference, in all fairness. I will be making another live stream probably in the next few days because I have a bit of an announcement to make regarding myself and the channel and all that. So do stay tuned for that. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, man, it's one of the best albums of all time. It's a bit of a mainstream album in terms of, you know, what people may call Dark Side of the Moon, but in my opinion, it will forever be one of the greatest albums ever written. Just, I have a lot of posters actually on my wall in here, but I've still got a lot that I need to actually put up. My Tupac posters here, if you guys have seen my Tupac poster. I'm a sucker for posters and that. Anyway, let's get into the fragrances that I've recently accustomed, shall we? These fragrances, I'll be honest with you, none of them are expensive. I don't necessarily go for fragrances that are high in price. I mean, it depends on the fragrance, of course, but usually I like to look out for fragrances that smell good and tend to not cost a lot. So, my favourite dude, Matty, always had a great taste, even in music. Cheers, Jad. How you doing, man? Anyway, let's get the fragrances. I'm just checking the shelf. 2 seconds, guys. The first fragrance I'd like to present is a one that is actually getting a lot of love on Fragrantica. I don't know if it's getting a lot of love on YouTube, but I hope a lot of you watching right now, I hope that you guys would agree with me and just saying how nice this fragrance is. It's not necessarily groundbreaking, but it's a nice fragrance, and I'm really, really glad that I got introduced to this one. And then the fragrance simply is Yopom Ice. Now, again, Yop, it's one of those houses that you either love or you don't like, which I completely understand. But I happen to be a big fan of this house. I like the fragrances that they make, especially some of the ones after Yopom. Don't get me wrong, Yopom is a classic. I do appreciate it for what it is. But Yop really do know how to create quite unique scents. And this is one of them. I actually own the Absolute as well, which is quite unique as well. But this one, guys, this is just lovely. This takes fresh to a whole new level, really. It's fresh without being too fruity fresh, if you know what I mean. Famous YouTuber. What's up, man? How are you doing? Good to see you again, buddy. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Again, this wasn't a planned live stream, but I do appreciate those who have taken the time to join. Yopom Ice. Let's get back to this. I'm going to actually spray it, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, I'm going to end up doing a full review on this eventually, but yeah, it's nice. It's really, really nice. Is there anyone out there who likes this? Anyone out there who owns it? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, it's fruity in a really good way. So it has a very nice plum note. There's even I think it has orange blossom in it. I could be wrong. So there's a bit of a powdery floral going on there as well. It's kind of like a laundry detergent fragrance in a way. Yeah, so if you get your clothes washed in the washer and you use like really good stuff, I don't know, and you know, and it just smells really fresh and good, it gives me that kind of vibe. It really does. But there's also an introduction to tobacco in here as well, which really does make it smell quite unique. Yeah, plum. It has plum in it, which really does make it smell quite unique. But Yopom Ice, just awesome fragrance. It really is. Great longevity as well. It's definitely a fragrance I'm looking forward to wearing when the weather does start to heat up. I just absolutely love it. Another one I want to show you is Bentley for Men Intense. Now, I'm not going to talk about this one all day because many reviewers have already talked about it before me. This is a one I've jumped on a bandwagon to late. I've really taken my own time to discover it, but wow, I'm just going to say wow. Now, this is primarily an amber fragrance. Well, amber, cinnamon, it does have a boozy character to it as well. But mainly about the amber. It has an amber in it, which actually is quite high quality for a designer fragrance, especially for Bentley. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Bentley are a bad fragrance house, but they're not known for fragrances, are they? I mean, they're known for cars. But I've smelled a few Bentley fragrances, and I'll be honest, the quality of them is really good. Really, really good. Now, what I get when I smell it straight from the atomizer is... It's annoying because I've got no more room to spray. When I smell it from the atomizer, I basically just get this very well blended amber. Like a really well blended amber. You know, like Ambre Soir, or maybe something like Blue Amber by Montal. Fragrances that hold very rich amber notes. This has it, but it's not as vibrant as you would expect in a lot of niche fragrances. But it's done in a way that's meant to resemble it. But it smells really, really good. Again, longevity for this is excellent. Really, really excellent. I just think the booziness, particularly the booziness, the spicy character that it gives off is just really beautiful. Really beautiful. It's one of those fragrances that took me a while to check out, but I'm glad I did, and I'm glad people, specifically some people out there, were telling me to check it out. So thank you to some of you guys. So that's Bentley Intense. The next one I'm going to show you, I'm just going to get it off the shelf. I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. Great song. Anyway, I've got 3 fragrances here to show you. They only cost me £10 each, these. But don't let that fool you, okay? Please don't let that fool you. Now, the company is Tesori d'Orient. Now, this is an Italian brand which create mainly spa products. So they create like products for bathroom or spa. Like they'll create things like shower creams, body lotions, that kind of thing. But they do also make their own fragrances as well. And I own 3 of them right here to show you. Now, £10 I paid for these fragrances, right? And you might be thinking to yourself, what the hell are you getting for that? You're going to be getting a crap fragrance, right? Honestly, no. Nothing bad about it. Yeah. Famous YouTubers, right. What is your scent of the days? Or scent of the nights, I should say, here in the UK. Now, Tesori d'Orient, again, when it comes to Italian fragrances, I love them anyway. But for the price, I'm really impressed. Now, I'm not saying every single fragrance from this house will be good, but these 3 particularly are really, really good. So I'm going to leave the best one till last. I'm going to talk probably about my least favorite one. But it's still not bad. So this one is Royal Oud. Now, the bottle is actually metallic, so it's more like a deodorant tin, if anything. And when you shake it, you can hear the liquid flowing quite nicely. So it isn't quite like a deodorant, but yeah, you can actually hear the juice inside. Anyway, Royal Oud. This isn't exactly oud per se. This has a lot more going on in it. It's more of like a so this has honey in it, and actually has a very strong honey smell to it. So if you like honey, you'll really like this. It actually smells a little bit like a honey with a little bit of a synthetic oud. Definitely not genuine oud. To be expected. It's like a blanket of oud, or a blanket of honey, sorry, over some oud, giving it this fragrance that I can honestly only describe fit for a king. And we all know there's only one king, and that's Kouros. But honestly, guys, this to me smells like... It smells like an Arabian prince, or it reminds me of somebody who is royalty and more of an Arabian sort of climate. Scent of the day, Carlo Pignatelli, man. Nice, Jonathan. Very nice indeed. Love your videos, by the way. Loving your videos, by the way. Please, guys, go and check out Jonathan 1970. If you guys are into vintage fragrances, that's all I'm going to say. Please, go check him out. He's a lovely guy. Great, great on the camera as well. He's worth checking out. Ramsey, is it 500 years old like Creed's Royal Oud? What, you're talking about this one right here? Definitely not. This one is... I couldn't even tell you when this one came out, actually. I don't even know the dates on any of these fragrances. GMG. Hello, mate. What's up? Georgie's. Hello, mate. How you doing? Greetings to you in Australia, man. Hope everything's well down there. Jonathan 1970. Cheers. Was it you drawing a pretty creative comparison between Smelt the Poron and T-Rex? Hello, John. Okay, so the second one, I've shown you this one. A very sweet, honey, synthetic oud kind of fragrance. There is more going on in it, but again, I'll be doing like a full review on it eventually. The second one, now this one is nice. I actually love this one. I'm going to read the description for it before I tell you the name of it. Here we go. So, a gentle but powerful combination in which the slightly spiced middle notes of ginger are picked up by the warm, enveloping essence of vanilla from Madagascar. An intense perfume that lingers all day long, enveloping and caressing the skin. And I'm talking about Viniglia and Zinzero del Madagascar. I can't pronounce words particularly well. But the fragrance is vanilla and ginger from Madagascar. The bottle has a ship on the coast of Madagascar. I'm guessing it looks like it's an old painting, so I would imagine sort of like 1800s tropical climate kind of theme going on with this. But the smell, wow. I like to wear this one on a nighttime. So if I'm just literally in the house, to be fair, I like to wear all of these fragrances for that sort of thing. But I like to wear this if I'm just sitting in the house with Stacey. We could be watching TV, we could be having a coffee or something, just having a chat, chilling, watching a movie. This has just an absolutely beautiful vibe to it. Now, it isn't vanilla. It isn't the type of vanilla which smells cakey. It isn't sickly or anything like that. This is a smooth, warm, tropical type of vanilla. So there's definitely a ylang ylang going on in there to give it some sweetness and to make it smell a bit more exotic. The ginger is under there as well, but it smells very suave, in my opinion. Again, for the price, $9.99 I paid for this. This one particularly is just absolutely beautiful. So if you like vanilla and you're really into like spicy, well, kind of fresh spice from the ginger, but you really do enjoy clean vanilla scents as opposed to cake-like vanilla, which not everyone likes. I don't particularly like it. I like it sometimes, but depends on the season, really. If it's Christmas, yeah, give me a good old Demeter Christmas in New York or apple pie or something like that. Just something that's gourmand, without a doubt. This isn't that. This is a very fresh, very feel-good fragrance. Please check it out, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Longevity for this isn't brilliant, nor is it really good for this one, but they're still solid smells. They smell so good, honestly. They're worth having in your collection. Sorry guys, I think the light went off there. Let's just fix that. There we go. Okay, so one more. It's been over 20 minutes, but it doesn't matter. This is the last one I want to show you guys. This is the best one. This is the one that definitely gives you your money's worth. $9.99. If you like vanilla, if you like benzoin, if you like honey, if you like almond, you might want to check out Byzantium. Now, the description for this one is a luxurious and dreamy fragrance that evokes the ancient city of Byzantium. Would you look at that? I didn't even know if it was a city. I'll be honest, I've never even read this. The scent of black rose. I'll be honest, there's not a lot of rose. I don't really pick up a lot of rose. In its rarest and most mysterious form, is caressed by warm notes of labdanum to give rise to a charming and many-sided essence, just like a precious Byzantine mosaic. The smell. Wow, okay, so I'm just going to describe it. If you imagine... is anybody here who's been in a sauna? I mean, I went to a gym in County Durham where I used to live, and it had a sauna in a swimming pool there. And I went in the sauna for the first time, and it had, well, not the sauna, more of the steam room as well. They both kind of had this warm vanilla smell. This is what you would imagine smelling inside a sauna. It's woody, it's powdery, it's soft, kind of baby-like soft, but just so incredibly likable. I wouldn't exactly say it was really masculine, but that's sometimes not a bad thing. I do appreciate a lot of women's fragrances, and I like a lot of unisex, and this is unisex, so it's probably more feminine than it is masculine, but again, just another really, really, really nice fragrance, in all fairness. $9.99, and what you're getting is a very strong almond, honey, vanilla scent. And on skin, this lasts about 9 hours. I'm not lying to you guys, about 9 hours this lasts on my skin. On clothes, about a week, all honesty. Hence why I haven't actually got much of this one left. I'm going to have to actually restock. But yeah, just an absolutely phenomenal fragrance. I would highly check them out. Highly recommend them, I should say. I'm going to get some more from this house because it's fucking brilliant. Pardon me, guys. I'm just popping these fragrances back. Now, I'm going to show you guys one more fragrance. This live stream could basically just go on for hours right now, but I'm going to show you guys one more fragrance, but I'm going to get to some comments first. Let's have a look here. Love it, Matt. The honest J-Bone. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Even all not in the know. What's up, man? Matt, first time catching you live, but you help me discover a lot of stuff through the years. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. You are very welcome, honestly. And your first stream, welcome to my channel. First of all, it really means a lot. Yeah. I'm glad I was able to help you, man. You'll have to let me know what kind of smells you're into, by all means, in the comments. I am going to show you guys one more fragrance. This is a fragrance which I just absolutely adore. I would consider this a masterpiece, but again, that's just my opinion. We all have our own opinions, and we all have fragrances that we love. We all have fragrances that we hate. You guys might agree with me when I talk about this fragrance, but depends, because it's kind of hard to find. But I'm talking about Anucci. Now, have you guys ever heard of Anucci? I hadn't heard of this company for a long time either, I'll be honest. Now, Anucci are a French brand. Not exactly a shocker. just like many other French houses. They are a French house in terms of their history. Like, they were founded in France. Although the owner himself is Italian. A very old company, actually. They had fragrances released in the 80s. I believe there was 2 or 3 released for women, and there was 1 released for men, and that is this one. And it's known as Anucci for men, but the real name for this fragrance is Anucci. Now, I'm not going to talk about this one all day, because even though it's very simplistic, it's not exactly a scent that you remember in terms of its smell. Like, even though I wore this a lot last year, I've had this bottle for about 1.5 years now, and I wore it mostly last year in September time. And the smell of it and the way it was on my skin was just phenomenal. The longevity for this is brilliant, the smell of it is brilliant. It's just a very unique scent, again, a very unique scent. So the notes that you really get for this, it's all about chamomile. So there's chamomile, there's some vetiver in here as well, and some odd citrus. I believe it's got some citrus in it. It might actually not have citrus. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, it definitely has a very relaxing vibe to it. I actually forgot how this one smelled, so it's nice to go back to it. Like I said, it's not exactly one of those smells that you remember the first time you smell it. You have to go back to it, and then you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's Anucci for men. But it's a beautiful scent. It's very mature again. It's a classic. These are the kind of fragrances that I'm into. However, like you guys have seen in the previous picks that I've shown you guys, the majority of those aren't exactly vintage fragrances or retro, so I am starting to slowly get into exploring some newer fragrances. I mean, just check this out, for example. I'd like to apologize to those for what I'm about to do. Yeah, I actually own a bottle of Club de Nuit Intense. I jumped on that bandwagon too. But guys, I don't care what anyone says. You can call it a clone of Aventus all day long, but this has its own character as well, you know. It's not exactly like Aventus. That's all I'm going to say. I've been collecting a lot of Arabian fragrances as well, guys, so please stay tuned for many, many Arabian fragrance reviews, especially from the house of Afnan, Latafa, Mazon, Alhambra as well. I've got a few fragrances from that house to show you guys. Basically just these Arabian houses which tend to create a lot of clones, but what I've found from these houses is they create their own takes on niche fragrances and popular fragrances in general. So they're not exactly the same, and to be honest, I kind of like that about them. So yeah, Anucci Pour Homme, amazing scent. Love that pop when you take the cap off. Yeah, I like that sound too. At least Club de Nuit Intense Man gets complimented. Well, my girlfriend really likes it, I'll be honest with you. Like, it's, you know, I'm not going to lie about the compliments. She really likes them. So, how are things, Matt? Congrats on the new house. Thanks, Ali. Appreciate that, man. Getting there, slowly getting there, guys. But for those who have moved before, you'll know exactly how it feels. It's a very strange feeling. I feel like when you live somewhere, you become that place. I sound like Rocky Balboa right now. But it's kind of true, you know. You get used to living in a certain place for so long, and you become that place. I'm in a new place now. It's a new era. It's a new chapter in my life, and I just cannot wait to start making better videos than I've ever made before. Need a new camera for that, first of all. I'm also thinking about getting myself a backdrop with my face on the front like that. I don't know. No, I'm taking the piss when I say that, guys. I really am. I would never do that. It would be funny, but yeah. Well, some people would find it funny. Some people would probably just find me Probably some people just think I was a dick. Pardon my language again, guys. So, yeah, guys, that's I'm gonna basically just wrap this live stream up. It was a very unexpected live stream, but for the fact that there's 14 of you guys in here right now, I know there was more at some point. Thank you so much. I mean, this is my first live stream of this year. It's been a long time, you know, considering I just left YouTube. I'm back, and you guys are still here. It means a lot. Really does. So yeah, it's very nice to see you guys again. It's nice to see your comments. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Busy week to come, guys. It's going to be very, very busy. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for another live stream coming up in the next few days. I've got an announcement to make. That should be good. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. Look after yourselves. The world is a crazy fucking place. None of us, we need a Superman in these times. We really do. But hang in there, guys. Keep smelling good, and I'll see you all in the next live stream, in the next video. Good night to each and every one of you. Love you all. Bye for now. Bye, guys.